Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that flag accepted.
Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That's
a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
Tua Tagovailoa in at quarterback. His pass complete to Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 9.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 83 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70 as his guys are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets stumped on his backside.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Dolphins 14, Raiders 3.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here. Here we go.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stopped the play right there in the middle of the field.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good. Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Carr. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got it. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw is Carr. Caught on the slant. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a couple of the lead.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Carr again. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyquan Thornton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now.
28, Raiders 13.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tua now on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Okay, ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On play action, it's Carr. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down. Play action, now it's Tua. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Raiders 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. Because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there to 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal. Carr aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ready? On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the move to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They find some open field here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 168 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score is Dolphins 49, Raiders 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Open man is born. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Carr now to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Carr to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good. Las Vegas.
One final try now for Carr. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.